Welcome along everybody to a venue that was built for speed. Once an airfield, now one of the finest racetracks in the world. It's qualifying day here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix.
Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to my F1 24 career mode journey. We're here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. It's season 3 and we enter the mid-season with round 12. If you haven't seen the last one, do be sure to go and check that one out before you see this one. So Austria, it was very much mixed fortunes, but we're coming back here now to try and get back on track. And as you can see, I'm pushing all the circuit and a bit more to try and find some time. But this first lap, I'll be honest, it's not looking great. And we've gone a little bit deep round Stowe corner. Can we make anything up in the club chicane? We've whacked that a bit hard. We've whacked the second curb a bit hard too. This isn't perfect. It is P11. Would that be enough, or do we need to go again? That is the question. We ended up not needing to go again. I did go again, but didn't improve. But as it turns out, we were 8 thousandths of a second in. That's a little bit closer than I would have liked. Charles Leclerc up in P4 meanwhile. So I've got to have a better lap. One that is a lot less messy than the lap that we just had. And here we are, following that up with looking a little bit more neat and tidy around there. Still throwing it in a bit and still not quite having the grip that I was hoping for. But it is a much stronger lap as we head into Stowe, and that looks a lot more tidier, doesn't it? We're not so much throwing it in, but it is still we are still really going for it here. And as we cut the beam, what is the time? It is going to be a 1:26.5. That was enough for P4 in the end, but we have made it nicely through into Q3, and that is a surprise given how messy we were in Q1. And I do count myself lucky given how close we were to being knocked out. But Q1 and Q2 complete. We're now going to head into Q3, hopefully do a tidier lap, and well, look at this, the commitment we have here. I'm not afraid to just throw it in and brake minimally here. I'm going for it. Maggots and Beckett's, you can lose tenths of a second if you have that little bit less commitment going through there. So you have to fully commit to it. You have to just throw it in and have confidence that it will stick. And that's exactly what we did, and the car did stick. We're going a bit deep there though, out of the final corner. What is it going to be when we cut the beam? It's P5. It's P5. So we were 4th in Q2, 5th in Q3 in the end. I'm not too disheartened with that. I do think that is something we can work with moving forward into the Grand Prix. But Lando Norris, nobody was slowing him down. Charles Leclerc second, and Oscar Piastri getting 2 McLarens in the top 3. This is going to be a very interesting race.
Welcome to not only the home of British motorsport, but also the birthplace of the Formula One World Championship. It's race day here at Silverstone, a classic on the calendar, and it's time for the British Grand Prix. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Sunshine, Russell, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Verstappen, Perez, Sainz, Stroll, Ocon, Joe, Hulkenberg, Albon, Magnussen, Théo Pourchaire, Behrman, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway.
On the grid here at Silverstone with 26 laps ahead of us, what can we do? We are underway at our home circuit. Piastri not away very well, Norris also not away well. Both McLarens bogging down. Alonso trying to get down the inside of Lando Norris. We've managed to get past Oscar Piastri. I had a look down the inside of Fernando Alonso. Alonso cutting me off. Russell now trying to find a way past me, but no way through there. And we are up a position because we've gained on Piastri, who's gone from 3rd to 6th. Miserable start for both McLarens. Good start for us, though, as we're up a place. And an even better start for Charles Leclerc, who leads this British Grand Prix on the first lap. Norris 2nd, Alonso 3rd, and we're right up the rear of the Aston Martin driver. We're currently sat in P4, which isn't too bad a place to be sat at the moment, as we're heading into Copse. Leclerc, Norris, Alonso, myself, Russell, Piastri completing the top 6. And on lap 2, Norris is having a look at Leclerc. Norris on their medium tyres. He'll want to get ahead as quickly as possible before Leclerc's tyres go off, because if he can get through then, he will be able to pull a little bit away when the soft tyres start wearing. So Norris could be onto something here. Lap 2, Leclerc, Norris, Alonso, myself through Copse corner. Here we go. This is Lando Norris setting it up on Charles Leclerc. And this is Lando Norris getting past Charles Leclerc. Norris into the lead of the British Grand Prix. And we've got a Williams slowing down there. I'm not sure which one that is, but their day is over. I think that's Théo Pourchaire pulling out of the race. And now we're staying close to Fernando Alonso, who is right up the rear of Charles Leclerc. Leclerc doesn't look to have that much outright pace at this stage of the race, but he's got a better run out of Chapel heading towards the Hangar Straight. Leclerc might even have a look for the lead here. He is having a look for the lead here, but he can't quite get this done, as we did have a yellow flag. It's gone green now anyway. Leclerc around the outside of Club, not making it work, and it backs this little pack up. Their fight for the lead is backing us up, but not enough for us to take the lead. And once again, lap 5, Leclerc's going to have a look, but we're a couple attempts too many behind to have a go. And I think Leclerc has got it done this time. No, they're still battling, but again, it backs them up, and I'm not close enough to take advantage. If I could just get a tenth or two closer, I might be able to take advantage of their fight. But the problem is, I don't have that same outright pace they do. In fact, they're a little bit quicker, as are the Mercedes and the McLaren behind me. And Russell, as I make a mistake there, getting past me, moving into 4th. He's got the inside going down the Hangar Straight. I'm trying to find a way past the outside. No way through there. Piastri goes deep, trying to shake us off. He holds us off though. And we're now going around the outside of the McLaren. Can we get him round the outside? Yes, we do. But we have lost the place to Oscar Piastri. We've lost the place, to George Russell. And Piastri is now fighting off Lewis Hamilton. And I think there's a few other cars behind that are starting to get interested here. Back down the Hangar Straight we go. Can we get past George Russell? I don't think we have enough straight to make that work. No, we don't. We just have to sit back for now and just wait it out. Russell, locking up there. I'm surprised he made the corner. That's not going to help his tyres at all. And in fact, Russell pulling away from us a bit there. We've pit in at the end of lap 10. I'm going for an undercut. On go the medium tyres. Back into the race we go. No problems there with our pit stop whatsoever. And now we're heading back into the race. Hopefully, we will have clear air, because everybody has got past us. And we've got about 11 seconds worth of it. So this is where we've got to make it count for the undercut. And the pack are starting to pit now. There's Charles Leclerc. And I think we're ahead of him. Yes, we are ahead of Leclerc. Not by an awful lot, mind, but we are just about enough ahead of our teammate for him to, well, hang on, did he not start on the mediums? No, Lando Norris started on the mediums. I do apologise, but Charles Leclerc is behind us, but he is within DRS. So Leclerc, surely this lap is going to have a go, and there was very little I could do to hold him back there as we touched the gravel and Leclerc back into what will be the effective race lead, or P2 should I say, because Lando Norris will be leading the race. Don't know if we're able to undercut him or not. Round the final corner we go. Right, rest of the pack are in the pits. Where is Lando Norris? We've both got ahead of Russell, but unfortunately Lando Norris just a few seconds up the road, and he will hold on to the race lead for now. But I've got my sights set on Leclerc, because if I can get past him, maybe, just maybe, there is a chance to chase Lando Norris down. So here we are on the Wellington Straight, going down the inside of Charles Leclerc. Leclerc holding the outside round Brooklands, but we managed to get through and up into P2. Now we can try and start hunting down Norris, who is on the hard tyre. Problem is, I'm still defending because I've now got Alonso coming at me. Leclerc lost the place to Alonso too. Here comes Fernando down the inside. And this is time that I don't want to be losing, because I want to be getting after Lando Norris. But we're fighting Fernando Alonso instead, who has just taken P2 from us. We've now dropped to P3, and I'm going to hope I can stay with Alonso when we get to the hangar straight, because I might be able to get him back under DRS. And we're much more confident round Copse, and maybe a little bit more confident round Maggots and Beckett's than we are than the Aston Martin. And we're staying within a good couple of attempts, so we should have a chance going down here. But the exit he got out of Chapel, we needed better, but we might just make it work. This is going to have to be a late send, but we lick the stamp and we send it. We move ourselves back into that P2, and Fernando Alonso into third, but Lando Norris getting away by another couple of attempts there. And this is another look at the cars that are just gathering behind us. Leclerc is now having a go at Alonso, but Alonso is having absolutely none of it, as he now decides to start coming back at me for the hangar straight. I've gone deep out of Chapel. That's going to give Alonso a fantastic run on us. He's not even going to need overtake or DRS. I'm going to cover the inside line, hope that draining the battery is enough to hold on to the place, and right now it is. But next time round, Alonso has got to run round the outside of Copse. Side by side into Copse we go, and that is how you go wheel to wheel in Copse without colliding. Alonso still there. I have to concede, otherwise it will be an incident. It will be parts of the car lost, and I don't want to do that when we're on for a podium here and critical championship points. Back down the hangar straight we go. Can we do another late send? Yes, we can. And Alonso just not able to fight that one off. We move back into P2. But at this point, Lando Norris, he's fully checked out. There is no catching him at this stage. But Fernando Alonso, he wants this P2. And he's going down the inside and taking it from us once again. This is a fantastic scrap between myself and the double world champion. Fernando Alonso, the wily old fox, getting back ahead of us. And now Charles Leclerc is wanting a go. What are we seeing here? We're watching Charles Leclerc, and he's gone wrong. Charles Leclerc spinning out of Brooklands, and he is falling out of the points with that one. But now I've got George Russell attacking me for third, and while I'm fighting him, I don't want to lose too much time to Alonso and concede P2. So we're just about able to fight off George Russell there, and he ends up dropping back. Fernando Alonso, crucially, still under a second ahead of us. Lando Norris now 5.5 seconds. We ain't catching him even if we're able to pass and then get clear of the Aston Martin in front. But I'm still pushing it as hard as I can to get back past him, get back past Fernando Alonso. Another late send into Stowe, and we get the move done once again. But Fernando Alonso trying to up and under us. We're now down the inside of Club, and we have just about got that done for now. So back into P2 we go. Fernando Alonso back into third. And now we need to try and get away from the Aston Martin. And as we start the last lap, we haven't been able to do it. But who is going to finish second? Lando Norris, it's pretty guaranteed at this stage to take the top step of the podium, but the rest of the podium steps aren't guaranteed. Will I be there? Will Alonso be there? Will Russell capitalise? Hell, will Verstappen have something to say? Can he make it onto the podium? Anything could happen in this last lap. We're covering the inside line round Brooklands, but look at Alonso going round the outside. He's got the inside for Luffield, and that is a stunning move by Fernando Alonso. Alonso into P2 on this last lap, but we're not done here, and Russell thinking about a look down the inside of Copse. Not happening. I cut across him there, and we're still right up the chuff of Fernando Alonso. We could still take second back yet with a great run through here, and that's exactly what we got, a little bit deep out of Chapel. This will end up being another late send. Can we do it? Right in the rear ring of Fernando Alonso, and we blast past down the hanger straight, retaking P2 on the final lap. Lando Norris wins the British Grand Prix. The home fans erupt in delight, but for us it's gonna be P2 after a hard-fought battle with the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso, and that feels like a race victory.
Yes, I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but man, you pulled through. Thank you, well done.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
And of course, what 3 race victories, a hat-trick of wins, does for a driver's confidence is huge going forward in the championship. You know, they've got the energy on their side now, and it's for the others to try and stop this progression of victories.
As the winners make their way up to the podium, one can only imagine the celebrations that will take place at McLaren tonight. Congratulations to everyone on the team, securing the win and proving that they're a force to be reckoned with out on the track. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Lando Norris, untouchable in this British Grand Prix. But the P2 battle, that was fierce. It was hard fought. And in the end, we took it. Fernando Alonso gets third. George Russell takes fourth. And a bonus point for fastest lap. Verstappen fifth. Hamilton sixth. Stroll is in 7th, Sainz gets 8th, Piastri gets 9th, and Zhou Guanyu grabbing a point for Alpine in P10. Good drive by him, but wow, I had to fight very hard just to keep P2 there. But I'm happy to be back on the podium because Spain was disappointing, Austria was disappointing, so it's good to stand on the podium once again. But Lando Norris is lurking there. He is not letting us get away. After a couple of sloppy races, and albeit an improved British Grand Prix, he's still nibbling the gap. We are not safe at the front of the standings. Verstappen is sitting in 3rd, Russell 4th, Alonso 5th, Leclerc's having a miserable season of it at the moment in 6th. Then it's Hamilton, Piastri, Stroll and Sainz completing the top 10. And in the Constructors, we're still leading the way. But the gap is still not massive. It is just over a race, a 1-2, the maximum you can take from a Grand Prix. So McLaren and Mercedes are still right there as well. Thank you for watching this instalment of Career Mode. Don't forget to leave a like and hit subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more content from me. Until the next time, I've been Joe. Thank you for watching TTFN. Ta-ta for now. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.